Shai, Mark was saying that he feels like you guys have another gear that you can get to that just hasn't quite been there the last couple games. What do you think that looks like? What are some of the areas where you're just kind of not quite hitting that level right now?
Sorry. I think we can be sharper on both ends of the floor. Like in terms of like 50-50 balls, communication. And I think we're trying to do the right thing. I just think like execution and focus. I think those two areas is where we can really take a step.
They're switching a ton. It's not like something you guys haven't seen before, but what are some of those maybe execution points on the switches that you feel like you guys can maybe take more advantage of?
There's I don't want to give too many answers, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, we could definitely attack the switching better for sure. Absolutely.
I just wonder what, the way the game was trending late in the third quarter with having to go to the locker room, did you sense a different level of responsibility to take on some of that late scoring?
Not any more than usual, to be honest. No matter what's going on, I just try to be aggressive, try to make the right play for myself and my teammates.
Yeah. This is maybe a niche question, but does it feel like you've had to use more dribbles for some of your looks in this series, maybe than most of the regular season?
No, it doesn't feel like that.
Jada, you had to go to the locker room. Looked like your ankle. How are you feeling after the game?
I went to the locker room.
Oh, how you feeling?
I'm fine. That's it.
For both of you, points in the paint was abnormally low, and then shots weren't as falling from the outside like you normally want them to. How do you kind of offset one or the other when a team's trying to take away your first punch, which is trying to get to the paint?
I think be decisive and be smarter with our attacks. Obviously, they have good rim protection and size on the wings and with their bigs. So just being aggressive but being smart.
What do you think of the pull-up that you took? You guys are down 3 with about a minute left. What do you think of that look?
Felt good. That's one of my go-to shots. So felt good.
You mentioned execution, Shai, tonight and today and the other night. What are just some things that you feel like you guys can do to execute a little bit better? Because it's the second game that you mentioned this.
Yeah, a lot of it comes down to focus. Execution is just knowing what you have to do and then doing it. So it's just focusing in the moment, no matter what's going on, no matter what the swing of the game is. Just focusing on the possession and trying to do what is required in that possession.
They went on a 16-0 run there in the middle of the third. Did you sort of feel momentum shift at that point?
Absolutely. 16-0, you're gonna feel, especially on the road, you're gonna feel a shift in energy. But we've been there before. I think they went on a 30-something run early in the season here. It's just about focusing on the next position. And obviously that run hurt us tonight. And there's ways we can get better, and we'll try to learn from it next game.
Doug, the defense was significantly better from you all in this game. What were some strides that you felt that you guys took as a group from game 2 to game 3?
Physicality, kind of understanding how the game was being officiated, and probably a little better execution of our game plan. I think just kind of understanding how the game is getting called in the playoffs is a pretty good indicator of how to kind of adjust what we're doing. I thought we made that adjustment early.
Question for either of you: how long does it sort of take to sort of adjust or get a feel for what the physicality is going to be on a given night?
Not long at all. I try not to focus on what it's going to be tonight. I try to just play basketball and be strong with the ball no matter what or who's reffing. Doesn't differentiate or change anything about my game. And I can't control any of that stuff, so why worry about it? That's how I think about it, for sure.
Obviously, there's no substitute for experience, and you have to just have experience to have experience, right? But do you have anything you draw on, any games you watch, any players, vets, or when you go back and watch The Last Dance or something, right, for this time of year, to help you in this time with the playoffs and the intensity and the margin between winning and losing?
Yeah, for me personally, I try not to like overthink it. I think like this time of year, both teams wanted the same amount. Like both teams have gone through 82 games in a first round series in our case. And it's just about carrying out the little things, and the team that executes and runs to the corner harder and talks better on defense, usually that team pulls out in a series. So just trying to focus on those little things to get us over the hump or a game or whatever it is.
If you have any answer on that one.
Film just kind of ramps up for me. I think it just gets a little more technical on who you're playing because you're going to play them however many times. So for me, it's just probably watching a lot more film and a lot more like detailed film, like what's going on, offense and defense.
It felt like you were one of the best finishers through contact, just league wide through the course of the regular season. What are you seeing once you get to the rim so far in the series?
Probably a little bit more sprays. Thought I did a good job of kind of kicking it out when I drove. Thought we generated some good looks there, but they have two. Huh?
You did.
Oh, appreciate it. They got two good rim protectors on their team, so you kind of have to try and find a balance of when to attack and get angles to finish. But I think a lot of it too is just trying to occupy and kind of reading, what they're given as far as that goes. So.
Change the way you pick your spots so far?
It's just a read, kind of. I think I'm athletic enough to where if I'm in the air and I know I can't, I still have, the option to kind of kick the ball out. So a lot of it is if I feel that, that they might block the shot, and that's kind of hard to explain, but if I feel like they can kind of affect it at all, I kind of am able to kick it out. Or if I know I can't finish there, it's kind of just about occupying it and, make the next play for whoever may cut or stay in the corner.
You obviously have to prioritize Luka and Kyrie with your defensive game plan. PJ Washington's had a couple of big rings.
PJ Washington.
What do you think of the looks he's been able to get and what he's been able to do these last couple of games?
He's knocking down the shots that are available to him, so you just gotta tip your hat to it and adjust from there. But like you said, a lot of it too is you got two very high level players on their team as well. So he's knocking down the shots that he's getting, and we'll kind of adjust from there. But at the end of the day, somebody's got to make shots on the team, and you just got to tip your hat and next play.
You were shaking your head, PJ Washington. What do you think about that?
He's hooping. We got to turn that water off if we want to win the series for sure. Yeah.
This will be the last one for the guys.
It looked like you approached the crew after the challenge in the first quarter. Just what did you see on that play and what did you make of the ruling?
No comment. Got nothing to say for that one. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.